This year, I've been challenging myself to do more pop-ups and really try to get my brand back out there after a very slow 2024, so this week we're tackling, in my opinion, one of LA's best flea markets, the Silverlake Flea. I run my brand completely alone, from pattern making to manufacturing to marketing, sales, and everything in between, so sit back, relax, and enjoy watching me go slightly crazy trying to get everything done in time. I don't know what's gotten into me this year, but I feel like I just keep signing up for pop-ups that are way too soon and I don't have time to make inventory, but for whatever reason I keep thinking it's a good idea to sign up for them. So here I am again, making inventory for a flea market that is this Sunday. Today's Tuesday for reference. For context, if you're new here, I'm primarily a made-to-order brand, so I don't just have inventory lying around. I make everything usually when somebody orders it online. But of course, I do like to do in-person markets every now and then. I have my pieces in store at the Westfield Century City Mall. Like I have a rack of my stuff there. So I have been dabbling a little bit more in pre-making stuff, but I do still run on a primarily made-to-order basis. However, I just feel like post-pandemic and post-COVID and all those things, it has just been a little bit more beneficial to do more in-person things, and I love doing in-person markets. I just don't do them often because of the nature of my brand. However, this year, because I have my pieces in store, it's been a little bit easier to kind of just make more inventory and kind of be in the swing of that. So I ended up signing up for the Silverlake Flea, which is a really popular flea market here in LA. I've been to it many times. I've bought so many things there. They have a really great curation of vendors there, from like handmade stuff to really good vintage pieces to like pretty much anything you can think of. Really solid. So I'm doing that, but I am sharing my booth with my friend Megan. She has an upcycled brand called Remade by Meg. She has like towel shorts and bags that she makes out of tote bags and just more reworked type things. So we're gonna be splitting a booth because neither one of us has enough inventory to kind of have a booth on our own. So it's just easier to do it that way, and also it's just more fun to do it with a friend. So all I have to say is that it's time to start making some inventory. It is late. It's almost 8 p.m., but I've been working on a custom order all day. So I haven't had any time today to start actually making stuff. I do have a few orders I need to make first. I was gonna make some of these pink lounge sets for the flea because I think they're so cute, but I was cutting out all the orders that I have of it and realized I don't have any more fabric left. Actually, I need to cut out one more order, and then after that there is no more fabric left to make another set, so we'll not be bringing those to the flea, but I do have that exact same set in a white, which I do think I will be making extras of for the flea. However, we're gonna start with the orders that I do have to make because that is actually priority before I start making inventory. And I just kind of want to get them out of the way, hopefully tonight if possible. Fingers crossed we can make that work so that tomorrow we can start fresh with making inventory and a few other orders. I really don't know why I decided this would be a good idea, but I think it will be a good idea once we get to it. We'll see. It's gonna be a busy week. Okay, it is 9:30 now. I've been zooming through these, just like locked in, and I finished all 3 sets of the pink lounge sets. So these will all get shipped out tomorrow. Get those out of the way so that I can focus on making some new inventory. Tomorrow is hopefully gonna be mostly a full sewing day. I have a couple other orders I need to make, but I think I'm just gonna like cut those orders out and then cut inventory out as I'm also cutting those orders, because I have a pink Megan dress to cut out. I believe I have 1 or 2 black Sadie tops, but I do want to cut out a good amount of Sadie tops because those have been very popular. So I do want to make sure I have a good amount of sizing for that because I haven't really made inventory for that at all. I've been meaning to make inventory of it so that I can take it to the Century City Mall where I have my rack of stuff, because I've only given them I think like 1 or 2 sizes, like very, very limited, but they've been popular, so I really need to get on it. But that is a tomorrow problem. I really need to get these like out of the way. I've had them cut for a couple of days, so they've just been sitting here. So officially done. I'm gonna go to bed. We'll pick this up tomorrow. Okay, it's the next morning and we're gonna get started on some inventory, but first I want to clean this mess up a little bit. I try to not show this as much, but I always like keep this side of the table really empty, but that just means I like throw everything onto this side. And I just need to clear out because I'm gonna cut out some Megan dresses, and because those are maxi dresses, I really do need a good amount of the table open to be able to cut them. So this needs to be organized a little bit. Like I just kind of throw all my fabric scraps over here as I'm working, obviously to make room and make my life easy, but then it just piles up after a while and I just need like a little deep clean. So here's all the leftover pink fabric. I think I'll probably make like scrunchies with the leftovers because it's really soft and like comfy. I could see if I could try to patchwork things together. I don't know, but it has like stripes to it, so I don't know if that would look weird. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick speed run trying to put all this away so we can get started on sewing. Okay, I've cleaned up a little bit to move things around. I'm gonna be starting with the pink Megan dresses. I have one order for it that I need to make, so I'm gonna cut that out, and then I'm gonna cut out maybe like 3-4 others. I haven't made any inventory of this at all. Like the store that I'm in at Westfield Century City Mall does not have any of these yet either, so I've just been meaning to make inventory of this one. And these are pretty quick to put together, so I do think I could at least cut out quite a few. Okay, I ended up cutting out 6 dresses. One of them is an order, so I'll have 5 for the pop-up, which I think is a good amount to start with. They're pretty quick to put together, so I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna just do all the side seams and shoulder seams for every single one, and then we'll move on to the serger and do all of the finishings. And hopefully we'll get these done pretty quickly today, is my hope. My only thing is that I made these dresses, like the sample of it, and I didn't hem it because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for the hem. And then I decided I was gonna do like a rolling hem on my serger for all of these, but the color of pink that I got I don't think matches absolutely perfect. Like it's so hard. This is such a muted pink that I just wasn't able to find anything that was this exact color, and it also has like a shine to it. Like it's a difficult color. So I got this, and I don't know if it's gonna be too bright. Like I haven't done a trial run to see what it's gonna look like, so we're gonna test that out. It might be too bright, I might hate it, or it might be one of those that's like it's bright but it adds to it. I don't know, we'll see. So TBD if we do finish them today, because if I hate this I'm gonna have to go figure out a different pink to use. But I'm gonna start with just all the side seams, shoulder seams, and putting them all together, get like the tags on all of them, and I think we'll just go from there. Okay, I just put together all 6 of these dresses. I also did just test try the pink thread, and I actually don't hate it. Like, yeah, it is a different pink, but I don't think it like looks bad at all. It's such a small amount that I think it's just like the nicest little border. So I'm gonna do that on all of these dresses, and then all I have to do is attach tags and then it'll be all done. So these are pretty quick to make. I think they're gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited to have like a good amount of these like on a rack. I've never seen the pink ones in full on a rack. I only made multiples of the green ones, so I'm just excited to like see a full rack of things because I rarely get to see it, so it just always looks so cool. Let's get on it and hopefully get these done rather quickly today. Okay, so I finished the dresses. They are hung up here, and then the one that's in order I have set aside. This is everything I have so far for the flea market. So this is my sample rack. This is all that's left of it, which is actually pretty good because this was a full rack, but I did sell a good amount of stuff already online. So this is probably gonna get like pushed this way, and then I'm just gonna have some sort of sign here to like separate it is what I'm thinking, because I don't need an entire rack just for like these few items. But for now, you know, just have that there. And then these are items I picked up at Atlas, the store that I'm at, maybe last week week or a couple weeks ago. Basically, I'm downsizing my rack space there just because I feel like I don't need as big of a rack and I want to give myself a little bit of extra budget for other things because I do pay for the amount of rack space I have there per month. It's almost like a rent in the store. So I'm downsizing that so that I can focus on a few other things and kind of like test some things out. So I took some of the stuff that hasn't sold as well there. So I have that here and then the 5 mega dresses that we just made. So it is starting to look full. I'm going to take a few more things from Atlas this weekend though. So this will have a lot more stuff on it. I feel really good about just like the amount of stuff I have already, considering we're just now starting to like making inventory process. But I definitely want to cut out some Sadie tops. Those have been really popular and I have an order for one too. And I think those would do really well at the market. I think I'm going to bring my mannequin as well, which I never have for a market, and put one of these slip dresses on it. These are so beautiful and I love these dresses so much. They just don't look good on a hanger. Like, you know those dresses, especially like slip dresses or like asymmetrical things that just like don't look good on a hanger, and if you don't know what it's supposed to look like and you don't try it on, then it just like you'll never know. I feel like this dress is one of those that people just need to see it on to like understand what it's supposed to look like, and it's really, really beautiful on. I compliment it on all the time, but it just like does not look great on a hanger. So they haven't done super well in person. I think I've sold 1 or 2, but that's something that I think I'm gonna put on the mannequin and then have them out here so that people can like see them all. So that's kind of it. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break because my back hurts, and then we'll get back to cutting a few more things out. I don't know what I'm going to start with next. Probably the Sadie tops. I don't know. We'll see, but feeling good about the amount of stuff we got done today. Ugh, guys, I am so tired. It is almost 3 p.m. and I'm just feeling that like mid-afternoon crash right now, and I'm trying so hard not to because later tonight my friends are coming over because we're watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. And so usually if I take a break during the afternoon, I'll like eat dinner and then start working again at night to like make up for it, but I won't be doing that tonight because I have plans. So I need to like actually work through this slump. So we're gonna start cutting some Sadie tops because like I said, these have been popular, which I'm so glad because I launched the original Sadie dress 2 years ago. Did not get a single sale for it until this year. And granted, the first Sadie dress I sold was like a cream colored Sadie dress. And I guess it's a little less wearable, but honestly, I also don't think it's that unwearable because I've worn it quite a lot. But anyway, so that did not sell at all the first couple of years. And then this year I introduced that same Sadie dress in a black maxi. And then I also did a mini Sadie dress. And I've also now done the Sadie tops, and the tops have done the best out of all of them, but the minis have done really well as well, which is just funny because I feel like I'm always somebody that makes like really short dresses. I love a mini dress. Like that's just what I like to wear and what I feel like fits my body type the best because I'm shorter. I don't tend to do a lot of maxis, but then I'll always get comments of people being like, you should do more like maxi dresses in different lengths, like they're too short, blah, blah, blah. And then I make maxi dresses and then like they don't get bought. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to my roots, just do short little dresses because those tend to do well for me and my audience. So also it's just been like a testament to the fact that like I knew it would do well eventually. Like I believe in the whole Sadie series collection, whatever, so much. Like I think it's so cute, it's so flattering. Anytime I wear either the Sadie tops or the dresses, whatever, I always get so complimented on it, and they just hadn't had their moment yet until this year. So I'm really, really happy that they're finally starting to get their moment. But yeah, this was a couple years in the making. Like I did not sell a single one until this year. So if that says anything. Also probably due to the fact that I've like redone my entire marketing strategy and kind of focused a lot more on actual sales content versus being like a creator of sorts. That has clearly paid off as I've actually gotten sales consistently for the first time in years, it feels like. All that to say is that I'm gonna make some Sadie tops because they've been doing well. So let me get all the patterns situated for them and then yeah, start cutting some out. One of them is gonna be an order that I have to fulfill, but the rest I'm just gonna make at least hopefully 2 to 3 more. If not 4 or 5, we'll see. They're quick to make, I'm just really tired and I don't feel like cutting that many right now. Okay, I've cut out 4 different ones so far. I actually have not cut out the actual order I have for it yet, but I might do that later. It's about 4 p.m. and I need to go get stuff for the little watch party that I'm hosting tonight. So I'm gonna go do that and kind of clean up and prep. Potentially get back to work after that if I still have time. If not, I will pick this back up tomorrow, but I'm feeling really good about how much we got done today. We made 5 dresses. I packaged up some orders, which I don't know if I said that, but I packaged them up when I was taking a break. I've cut out 4 more orders. I also just got another order, which is so fun and so exciting. exciting. And it's so nice to be in like a flow state with making pieces again, because I think I have a really hard time when I only have like 1 or 2 things to make. I don't feel the like urgency to make it as much as when I have at least like. It's the next day. Yesterday, my camera cut me off because my SD card was full and I just did not have the patience to go download all the footage and then finish that clip. So I don't know where it cut me off. Sorry if it was an abrupt ending, but today I want to do some more sewing. I've decided I'm just gonna wait and do all my orders next week because I keep trying to do both at the same time, and I think I'm stressing myself out of like not making enough time to make inventory when like that should be priority number 1, because that's coming up sooner. So I didn't even cut out the Sadie top that I have an order for yesterday. I actually ended up just cutting out different sizes. So I have 4 that I cut out yesterday. I think I'm gonna try to like power through those today, and I guess we'll see what else we have time for. I have an event from 5 to 7 tonight, and potentially seeing friends after that because one of my friends is moving to New York and we're trying to like get together one last time before she leaves. So that's still up in the air. So I don't have a full work day today either, but I'm really gonna try to like plow through as much as I can. I ended up getting another order for a pink Megan dress last night, but I think I'm gonna just wait on that one and make it next week because I don't want to send her one of the ones that I've already made yesterday because then I lose inventory again. So I'm just gonna try to not think about the orders that I have to make. I do want to cut one out though because I have a white set order that I got and I don't know how much of the white fabric I have left, so I want to cut it out so I can see if the quantity left on my website is accurate, because I'll like guesstimate sometimes how much I think I can make out of something, but if I cut something out and then realize I like actually can't make another one, like I'll mark it as sold out. So I do want to cut that out first, maybe actually, just to be sure that the number is accurate on my website. Sometimes you just really can't tell with these fabrics. So I think we'll start there and then we'll move on to the Sadie top. So I don't think I'm gonna make that order yet of the white set. I just want to cut it out. That's what we're gonna start on. I am just feeling anxious, a little overwhelmed, but in like a good way, but also in a way of like I just want to bake as much as I possibly can because I want this to be so successful, but we'll get there. Okay, I'm really glad I cut that out because I do actually only have enough fabric for that order, which means it's now sold out on my website. However, I did give Atlas, I believe 3 sets, like pre-made sets of this set, or maybe 2. I don't remember. I don't know if they've sold there yet or not. So there are potentially still a couple left, but they're in store if so. I'm gonna check this weekend when I go pick up a few more things for the flea, but crazy. You guys have loved the sets. They have sold out the quickest out of everything that I had, which I'm so glad about because I love them. I think they're so soft, so comfy. I'm really searching for more of this type of fabric. It's like a pointel, really soft fabric. And the last few times I went to Rag Finders, which is like the dead stock warehouse that I go to, they haven't had anything similar. Like they have some similar ones, but they're not super soft, or they're a little too see-through, and I'm like, like I don't want it to be like lower quality. And I kind of wish I would have bought more of it back when I could, because I bought that fabric, like both the white and the pink one, from Joann's before it closed down, and I didn't buy the rest of the bolt, or maybe I did. I think I did buy the rest of the bolt for both of them, but there were multiple bolts, so I wish I would have gotten all of it. But at the time, I think it was in like March that I did that, or April, I wasn't really in full swing of like launching collections. I didn't know what I was gonna do with those fabrics yet. I thought I was gonna make like little dresses out of them at first, and then I ended up switching my mind, so I just like didn't know what I was gonna do with them or if it would do well, so I didn't obviously take that leap of faith. I wish I would have, but that's okay. Now we know. Now I'm on the lookout for more of that fabric. Dead stock, obviously. So we'll see what I can do, but it's good to know that you guys love it. I had a customer that bought the white set and the pink set. She bought like the white one first and this pink one after she had gotten the white one because she loved it that much. And she had asked me like, oh, is there enough fabric for you to do like a long pant version, like for like a winter set? And unfortunately I didn't have enough fabric for that, obviously, but she was like, I love this so much, I would wear it all the time, but like I would love like a winter version, like a long pant version. So I'm like, on the lookout, wheels are turning. So yeah, that's the update. Crazy. I haven't had pieces sell out on my website in the longest time, and it's just so satisfying to see that again. And it also makes me excited because that means I can actually go and like source more fabrics and think about more collections and stuff, because I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do, but I really want to like focus in on selling what I already have the fabrics for, and then obviously buying more fabrics when everything starts doing well and it's starting to get to that point. So I'm thinking of like a proper fall collection, all these things. Anyway, I need to get started on these Sadie tops. That's what I should do. So let's get sewing because yeah, really need to get through these. Okay, I've put together all 4 tops up until this point, so they're basically put together. All I have to do is add the little strap that goes in between here and then finish up like the armholes and the hem. But I made 4 of them so far. I am so tired. I forget what it's like to just like sit and sew for so long and like make the same thing over and over again. I'm enjoying it, but it just like, it is so much physical labor and I forget how exhausted my body gets from that, especially my back. So I do think I'm gonna take an earlier lunch break today because the event that I'm going to tonight is from 5 to 7 and it's a dinner with Beyond Meat. And I just feel like it's a really early dinner. So I wanna make sure I'm like hungry enough to want to eat there. So I think I'm just gonna make my schedule a little earlier today. And also I'm just like hungry. So I might just take my break, eat, and then get back to work afterwards for a little bit. Hopefully maybe try to finish these today if I can. If not, at least like a couple of them would be nice. Yeah, and then that would check off 4 more things that we can add to our inventory. I feel really good about the inventory we're getting to so far. I'm also just like excited to have these on the rack because I haven't really had like a full rack of black Sadie tops yet and they're my favorites. So yeah, but I am gonna take a little break because I'm exhausted. Okay, I managed to pull through and finish all 4 tops. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am so tired. I'm gonna put these up on my rack. I think I'm gonna call it a day with sewing. A few emails and things I need to get back to before I get ready to go to this event tonight. So I think that's where I'm gonna call it. Good morning. It is officially Friday. Silverlake flea is on Sunday, so we have 2 more days of making inventory. Today, I actually want to start with the striped set. So I have this striped set that is actually sold as separates, like top and bottom. That's been very popular on my website this past year. I feel like I finally promoted a bunch and it did really well, and I have very little amount of that fabric left. And I made a good amount of the tops for that, I feel like a couple weeks ago, and I gave them to Atlas, which is where I have a rack at the Century City Mall. So they have some inventory of that still, but I don't think I have very much inventory of the pants, if at all. So I think I'm gonna make a few of those because those have been very popular. I feel like they do really well at fleas. Like they're just like fun pants, and I feel like especially for Silverlake and that vibe, I think they would do well. And also I think I want to like try to actually finish up this fabric ASAP. I think for some reason I get really hung up on like not wanting my rolls of fabric to end because they're dead stock, so I can't restock them. So part of me wants to cling on to them so bad, but at the same time I'm really trying to like actually sell things out fully so that I can actually go and buy new fabrics and make new collections. So I'm always on this weird in between of like, oh, I don't want it to end, but also I want it to end so I can make room for new things. So I think it's gonna be a summer of clearing out all of these fabrics. We've already cleared out the white set, the pink set, so this is maybe the next one that's gonna get cleared out. We'll see how much we can get out of it. I actually have no idea how much is left in the roll, so we'll see, but that's where we're gonna start with today. Okay, I was able to cut out 3 pairs of pants, and that is it for that roll of fabric. I have the tiniest bit left that I could make probably a couple tops with, but pants are officially over, and I'm feeling weird about it. I'm so sad. These pants are such a staple for me and such a fun piece. I've worn them so much. I still wear mine all the time, and I hope I find something similar, like some fabric similar to this soon, because it was such a fun piece, such a fun set. So I'm gonna make all 3 of these. I think Atlas has 1 or 2 other pairs as well, if I'm not mistaken, unless they've sold, which I don't know. So I'm gonna just get started on sewing these up, get these ready, and then I don't know what else I want to start sewing today as far as like more inventory. I've actually gotten so much more done than I thought I was going to in the last couple of days. Maybe I'll do some silver Megan dresses. That could be something else. I also have a bunch of silk fabric that I bought that I haven't done anything with yet, but I kind of want to, so that's also something I could play with. We'll see. Or maybe I make more accessories or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna play around, but we're gonna start with these 3 and get these ready. We'll just start there. My mind is just going like a million miles per hour and I need to just like focus. So. If you sew, you will understand why this is the greatest day of my life. I'm currently serging this. I'm like done. This is gonna be the tail end of it. Like, I'm cutting this off. Done. This is how much thread I had left. Like this spool, fully gone. Like, that was it. I almost did not make it, but I made it. Like, if you sew, you know that usually like your bobbin will run out like an inch before you're done, or like this will happen when you're not done yet, and then it's the most annoying feeling in the entire world. But when it lines up so well, today's gonna be a good day. Today is gonna be a good day. Okay, I just finished the 3 pair of pants. I'm gonna hang them on my rack. It's starting to like really get full, which I'm excited about because something I learned at the last flea that I did the Rose Bowl flea, which I did vlog if you haven't seen that. That was the first proper flea market I've ever done, and I did it with my friend Ashley, who does them all the time. And something she like suggested was like putting some of my pieces like up on the actual tent itself, like it has like, you know, poles that hold it together. Like putting things like up above and around, not just on the rack, really helps kind of like bring people in and make the space feel full. So my thought is that like, yeah, I want full racks, but I also want to have kind of an overflow so that I can like, you know, put pieces like up like this and around and whatnot so that it feels fuller. So I'm excited that like it's starting to get full and I do have enough stuff to do that, because I think at the last flea I didn't have that much stuff. So when I did do that, my racks felt really empty. So I'm excited to get things looking a little more full. I also cannot believe how many things I've made this week. I made 5 of these dresses, 3 of these pants, 4 of these tops. I made 3 pink sets earlier this week that are like orders. 1 other Megan dress that's an order. Like, I've made so many pieces this week, which is crazy. It's just been so long since I think I've made that many in 1 week. So I'm feeling really just like excited about it all. Lots of black and white currently. I'm like, I should have a little bit more color, but I do think that I'm gonna take some pieces from Atlas and they have some more colorful pieces. I have a few packages I want to go send out. I packaged them up yesterday and I just need to drop them off at the post office. So I think I'm gonna do that, count that as my little break for the day, and then come back and figure out what else I want to make. I really don't know what's next. Okay, later that day, I ended up playing around with this old pattern that I had from a design that I made a few years ago. I knew I wanted to like recreate this pattern / design in some kind of new way, and I made a couple of samples of it. I didn't really love it and I didn't want to spend too much more time on it. I don't know why I decided today would be a good day to do that. I literally spent the rest of the night trying to sample this, thinking I could make so many of these, but I just didn't like the way it was turning out. So I ended up just kind of cutting through all of this because it's kind of irrelevant and it'll probably come back in a different vlog in some way, shape, or form. But that's what I did all night. It's the next day. I just went to Atlas to pick up some of my inventory. I basically left them like high and dry with like almost nothing because I just really wanted to have the most for this. And then obviously anything that doesn't sell, I'll bring back on Monday, so that really they only have like a day and a half without my stuff, since they still had it for a good amount of today. It'll just be tomorrow, and then back to the normal on Monday. So I'll share with you guys everything that I got. I grabbed a few of the striped tops since I have some of the pants. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. varying sizes. Then I grabbed the 3 corsets that they have. So they have the one and only Michelle corset. I made one other one of this, but this is the original one. And then I have both of these as well. I have one of the yellow Sadie tops. The others have sold, so I only have one of that left. I have the gold amber top. Oh wait, I have one more of these tops. I didn't realize how many of these tops they had until today. I guess I thought they had run out of them, and I forgot that I'd given them so many, and I always forget that they have stuff in the back, so sometimes when I see it on my like rack there and I realize that they don't have all sizes out, I forget that they just have them in the back. So I think I've given them way more than I should have. And then I grabbed a couple of Megan dresses in green as well to add some color to this because it's looking a little dark over here, which is fine, nothing wrong with that, but also it would be nice to have variety. So I'm gonna hang all of this up so that I can start to visualize it a little bit better, and then also take inventory of everything and track it all. But I'm excited to have all these pieces. I was also trying to think yesterday, like I might do like this side being like one of a kind pieces and this side being like more of like multiples of pieces, because then I can put like all my corsets on this side. I'm trying to break it up in a way that like makes sense, if you know what I mean, so that I can make like the signage accordingly as well. So have like that one on there, and then I guess maybe I'll do like that. And then the amber top and the Sadie top are also one of a kind, so I can put those on there and that will add a little bit of color. My only thing is I'm starting to run out of hangers. Like I like to have uniform hangers, and not all of my hangers are like this. I bought like all these specifically for pop-ups and stuff, so I need to scavenge through and move some hangers around real quick. Okay, here's a few more. So Sadie top in yellow. This color is so pretty, I love it. Yeah, the gold one. Maybe we put this one in there, so again we can break it up a little bit. Like these are all one of a kind, and then I guess this is gonna be overloaded, so I might actually have to put some stuff on here as well. But also I'm trying to remember that I'm gonna try to have some stuff like up and around, so it's like I'm not gonna have maybe all 4 Sadie tops. Like I might have 1 or 2 kind of like hanging up here. Same with like maybe like one of the Megan dresses. I know one of the slip dresses I'm gonna have on my mannequin, so I'm trying to remind myself of that too, and that way it'll be like very full, but feeling very satisfied with the amount of stuff that I have. Like I'm very excited to have it all put together. I think the last flea that I did, the Rose Bowl flea, I didn't really put too much time into making inventory, or not as much as I would have liked, just because like it just, I don't know, I took it on kind of last minute and I hadn't fully launched my new collection yet, so I just wasn't sure about it. So I didn't have like all these new pieces or anything. So it just like, I feel like that one was a little bit too sporadic, and now this one makes a lot more sense because I've like properly launched a new collection, and like I have, you know, more pieces to kind of share and show, and it's like post rebrand because the Rose Bowl flea was before I did the whole like kind of rebrand and relaunch. So yeah, I just feel like it makes more sense now that I have all these pieces and like I have more to show, and there's more like on my website that is all fixed and makes sense. So I'm gonna find hangers for the rest of all of this, but like this is a lot. I actually feel really good about it. I'm really excited. So yeah, I'm gonna finish putting this together, and then I'm gonna see what else we could do today. I might keep sewing, or I might just do some other work. We'll see. I don't know yet.